many of you believe we serve a God of restoration? Oh yes, Jesus. If you believe that, I want to say, wash me off, Daddy. Yes, yes, come make we sing again now. Wash where the evil them from around me. Wash where anything them send come fi hurt me. Right now, me want to send down the rain. Wash where disappointment, wash where the pain. Me want to think clearly, wash off me brain. Ain't a my life, Papa, send down your rains. Let me sing again. Open the floodgates of heaven. To release the curse, make all of my friends them start go to church. Teach all of them just to seek you first. Make them understand that you love them the most. Sit down in the ghetto, too much gunshot a burst. Things already mucking, no want it get worse. No want see no more of them in and no earth. Anything them send, come make it reverse. Let me sing again. When you tell Noah, build that ark, make the wicked get swallowed. Too much wickedness all a go on this earth, yeah. War plus war, not to mention the murders. Righteousness slowly getting unpopular. Man, worship themselves, now give you no honor. Boss it, set it, boss it, set it, boss it, boss it, open, make the whole of them get shower. Open the floodgates of heaven.
FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM, Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
How many of you believe we serve a God of restoration? Oh yes, Jesus. If you believe that, I want to say, wash me off, Daddy. Yes, yes, come make we sing again now. Wash where the evil them from around me. Wash where anything them send come fi hurt me. Right now, me want to send down the rain. Wash where disappointment, wash where the pain. Me want to think clearly, wash off me brain. Ain't a my life, Papa, send down your rains. Let me sing again. Open the floodgates of heaven.
Where information meets music.
Embroidery again, yeah. The fireman again, yeah, yeah. Me tell them, hot already fire upon the eating them. Hot already fire upon the wicked them. Hot already fire upon the eating them. In a sit with them, in a mix and them. Hot already fire upon the eating them. Hot already fire upon the wicked them. Hot already fire upon the eating them. In a sit with them, in a mix and them. Them want change the order of the Most High. Protect your kids cause they're coming after your child. Yeah. The wicked system will enter the church
DJ Wayne in the house.
But we are standing firm, we don't compromise. warfare time, we don't see it and blend with the wicked man them. We not follow one trend and we follow the word of the Most High God. Hot already fire upon the Eden them. Hot already fire upon the wicked them. Hot already fire upon the Eden them. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. Hot already fire upon the Eden them. Hot already fire upon the wicked them. Hot already fire upon the Eden them. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. It's time to preach the gospel. Tell the people about the coming of the Father. He might come for your church who's spotless. Not a Jezebel slipping with the culture. Time to come out of the great, great Babylon. Spiritually you arise as a champion. Just remember the Father soon come. Judgment a come on the wicked and them. Them don't want your way. They don't want your it, but still we are preaching. Well, hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Me nah sit with them, me nah mix and blend. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Me nah sit with them, me nah mix and blend. Them want change the honor of the Most High. Protect your kids 'cause they coming after your child. Yeah. The wicked system will enter the church now. But we standing firm, we don't compromise. It's a warfare time, we don't sit and blend with the wicked man. We not follow one trend, and we follow the words of the Most High God. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. Hot already fire. Fire we are blaze, burn them. Consuming fire. Consuming fire. Eminent we are got with them in a mix and blend. Them want change the honor of the Most High. Protect your kids 'cause they coming after your child. Yeah. The wicked system will enter the church now. But we standing firm, we don't compromise. It's a warfare time, we don't sit and blend with the wicked man. We not follow one trend, and we follow the words of the Most High God. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. Hot already fire upon the Eden. Hot already fire upon the wicked. Hot already fire upon the Eden. We not sit with them, we not mix and blend. Hot already fire. Fire we are blaze, burn them. Consume.
Fit FM 96.7.
Devil will be bound.
Your life, your music.
Ooh, Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Yeah. Stay the kick up rumpus. Find you find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Yeah. Stay the kick up rumpus. Find you find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. Find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Yeah. Stay the kick up rumpus. Find out you not have long. Stop and sit back for a while and imagine a world without a devil. Soon we'll be in glory, God's people will be comfortable. Former things will be passed away. Yeah. No more heartache, no more pain, no more shame. Oh yeah. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Yeah. Ooh, whoa, no. Devil will be bound, boy. Ooh, Satan will be bound, boy. Ooh, devil will be bound, be bound, be bound, be bound, boy. Young people all over, we are the devil's target. So I'm saying to you, unless you repent, you shall likewise perish down. Don't let the devil use you and refuse you. Cause there's a savior with his arms open wide. Oh yeah, Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Satan, oh, oh, devil will be bound, oh, devil will be bound, be bound, be bound, be bound, oh, yeah. Devil will be bound. He might go bound, be 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 bound. Ooh, yeah. Stay the kick up rumpus. Bound, be bound, be bound, be bound. Whoa, oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, no. Devil will be bound, boy. Ooh, Satan will be bound, boy. Ooh, devil will be bound, be bound, be bound, be bound. Oh, oh, young people all over, we are the devil's target. So I'm saying to you, unless you repent, you shall likewise perish down. Don't let the devil use you and refuse you. Cause there's a savior with his arms open wide. Oh yeah, Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Satan, God Almighty, I gonna mash up your kingdom. Stay the kick up rumpus. For you find out you not have long. Satan, oh, oh, devil will be bound, oh, devil will be bound, be bound.
I rebuke them in the name, oh yeah. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no force against me, just stand in my way. No, yes, I walk through the valley of my foe. He showed me my enemies, cause I would never know. That's the reason I pray. Almighty guide me all the way. I feel me God nasty, cause when them come with the tricks, me not use no fist. Them get a righteous whip now. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no force against me, just stand in my way. No, I know he's there for me. My Lord, protect my energy from things that I cannot foresee. Be right by my side night and day. blessed indeed. My God covered me. Oh, yeah. No force against me. Just stand in my way. No, 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 no. No force against me. Just stand in my way. No, I will always be on the most high side. I never stray far from that. Might not see me in church every Sunday, just don't send me pray every day to me God. Try my best to be good and ask him to forgive all the things that bad. Cause I know nobody is perfect, so we have to give all the best we got. Prayer one day, keep the devil away. A prayer a day, keep the devil away. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, I feel me God nasty. Be right by my side night and day. I know I'm blessed indeed. My God covered me. Oh, yeah. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, I will always be on the most high side. I never stray far from that. Might not see me in church every Sunday, just don't send me pray every day to me God. Try my best to be good and ask him to forgive all the things that bad. Cause I know nobody is perfect, so we have to give all the best we got. Prayer one day, keep the devil away. A prayer a day, keep the devil away. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, I feel me God nasty. Cause when them come with the treats, me not use no fist. Them get a righteous whip now. No force against me, just stand in my way. No, 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 no. No force against me, just stand in my way. No.
That's right. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Wayne Hall Show on your radio. It's so good to have you. Glad you're here. And however you are watching or listening to the Wayne Hall Show this evening, want to say it's truly a pleasure to have you. It's going to be a great edition of the Wayne Hall Show this evening. We got some interesting stuff on the agenda tonight. Yes, we're going to talk to two artists, two veterans, Everton Collins, straight out of UK. All right, we're going to speak with Mr. Errol Moore, and we're going to look at Innocence, the song by Everton Collins, his brand new release. And also, we're going to talk about Street People. Yeah, man, Street People. That is the video premiere tonight with Errol Moore, Street People video. It's a lyrical video, but we're going to promote it nonetheless right here. They're joining me at 8:45 p.m. to talk about both Innocence and Street People. Later on, ladies and gentlemen, as a matter of fact, shortly, we're going to premiere the song Friends with Benefits, Anthony Steele, brand new music. Oh my gosh. The Almighty Tits. The Almighty Tits. Yes, a song by Maxine Lyons. Are you ready to hear that? Some Friends with Benefits do carry weapons of mass destruction by way of tits, right? Maxine, What is this? All right, we got a video from Papa Beto. Then we got the Jump Out Rhythm premiere later as well. Music from Peter G. and some of your favorites right here on the Wayne Hall Show. We also have Anthony Turner with the eReport at the bottom of the hour. All right. And we're also going to have later on Dr. Jermaine Gordon. Yeah, Dr. Jermaine Gordon is going to join us to talk about his upcoming events. Yeah, he's going to join us to talk about his upcoming event on July 12th. And so we look forward to that, right, ladies and gentlemen? But in the meantime, in between time, I want to say welcome to everyone on social media. Let me start with the Wayne Hall personal page. Let me jump over to the Wayne Hall personal page here and see who's on. And in the meantime, too, want to shout out, I'll get to the radio stations. But for right now, let's start with social media and say good evening and welcome. Let's see who we got on the Wayne Hall page. All right, we've got, no, I know I'm sounding loud and clear over there. Want to shout out Maxine Lyons, Violet White, King Tub, good night to you. Yeah, man, Maxine Lyons, Almighty Tits, oh boy. Singer Hyrie and everyone in New Jersey. Welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Good to have you. All right. Also want to say a big shout out to everyone on the Wayne Hall Show page. And that is basically the same folks. Lady V, Violet White, thank you for passing through. I know you're busy on a Wednesday night. Good to have you. All right. Let me jump over to YouTube and say good night and welcome. Good evening and welcome. All right. Let's see here. How do I move this out my way? Auntie P, how you doing over there, Auntie P? Thank you for tuning in. Good to have you. All right, and then we're going to make our way over to TikTok. Woo, too many to name. But I want to say a very welcome. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you, Clarissa. All right, I want to welcome everyone on TikTok. You're too many to mention, but it's good to have everyone tuning in. Again, we're going to have a great show. Let me see. Deborah Jack, welcome, Deborah. Vaughn Needham, Clarissa, Deepak, Veronica. All right, GD, Marboobs, Vasil Luca. All right, Andel McNabb, Cable Work, User 813, D Nice, NYC. Want to shout out, all right, let's see, Chocolate Boy, Zabrik. Big up yourself, Zabrik. Yeah, man. Thank you for the compliment, Clarissa, saying nice job. Appreciate, love that. Arlene Allen, Robert Gale, Peter G, big up yourself. Mentor Moi. All right. Tommy. Mentor Moi, it's good to see you. Guest last week. Yeah. The Reverend Martine Volsi. The Warrior Queen, Martine. I can't leave that out. Jose Ortiz, Ismael Erzko, Clarissa again. And let's see, Fire George, Danoon 4, welcome. Orlando Rowe, welcome. All right, so everyone on TikTok, good to have you. Thank you for tuning in. And then let's shout out the radio stations. DJ Linkage, 101.75. How are you, my brother? All right, and also on the web. That's right, you find Linkage all over the place. Linkage Radio is everywhere, man. Just go Google Linkage Radio. You find his platform everywhere. Shout out to you and your audience, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate love the input earlier. Hype FM, Frankie Lakes and the crew. Got to shout you out, you and your audience. Clark TV Network, everyone who's locked in on Clark TV Network. Got to shout out Island Worldwide. Big shout out to the Sutherlands. We got the Jump Out production later. Free Society Rhythm. We're going to premiere that about 9:30-ish. All right. Also, ReggaeVibesRadio.com. Big up to my family at Reggae Vibes. Yardflow TV, EnergyRadio1.com, Fenton Troy and the crew. YouChooseRadio.com, DJ VJ Smiles, Ras Dougal. Oh, no, bless up on yourself. All right. Nice to have you. Yeah, man. Also want to say a big shout out to everyone listening on Fresh FM Radio London. Big up Rudy Page and the crew. Fresh FM Radio London. Did I sound like Rudy? All right, gotta say big shout out to Fit FM 96.7, the only station that brings you the energy queen in the morning with the morning connection. And that's Julia Meikle Benaya. Yes, they are straight out of Trelawny, Jamaica, covering Western Jamaica. FitFMJA.com if you want to carry them everywhere you go, which you should. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's Trelawny's radio. Your life, your music. Indeed. So big shout out to those watching on Twitch. If you're on Restream, I already shout out YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And I want to say, if you're listening on the WayneHallShow.com, thank you so much. That's always an option away from everything else, right? If you want to be just in a quiet place checking out the show. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we have certain topics sometimes that we could consider taboo, right? Yes, and sometimes we don't want to talk about stuff, but it's real. It's real. As real as this song from Anthony Steele. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I need to move this out of my way. Let me get over here. But this thing's been sitting in my way and I can't figure out how to get rid of it, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on with Wayne and his technology this evening? Huh? Oh my. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here. It's stuck. And I can't move it. And it's blocking my buttons. Let me see here. Maybe if I... got it. Wow. Okay. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, there are just some things, you know, they're tabooed. People don't want to talk about them. And this has been put into song in a very fitting way by none other than Anthony Steele, keeping it real, talking about friends with benefits.
I know you got the wickedest mind, my kind of star. Please remember, we can't go too far. Friends with benefits,
Woo.
Let's keep it on a down low. Friends with benefits, and I fall for anyone to know.
Pull the one from top of all, it'll be them too bad.
One more time.
I know you got the wickedest mind, my kind of star. Please remember, we can't go too far.
What we say?
Friends with benefits, let's keep it on a down low. Friends with benefits, and I fall for anyone to know. Ooh, friends with benefits, let's stick to what we agreed. Don't try to change it on me, let's remain friends with benefits. I know you love the vibe, and so do I. When it comes to fun, yes, I'm the guy. We live in love, we surely know how to unwind. We sure know how to have a good time. But now you're telling me you're having feelings. Well, that wasn't a part of our deal. Friends with benefits, let's keep it on the down low.
Fit FM 96.7.
And I fall for anyone
Your life,
to know.
your music.
Friends with benefits, let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me, let's remain friends with benefits. Got no problem with seeing you when I can, but now you're making long-term plans. And it's not that I don't enjoy your company, I cannot give what you require of me. Why can't we remain good friends? Walk on by, sometimes pretend we can get ahead of ourselves. I don't want this to end. Friends with benefits, let's keep it on the down low. Friends with benefits, and I fall for anyone to know. Ooh, friends with benefits, let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me, let's remain friends with benefits. You're such a wonderful person to be around. And I'm not trying to hurt or let you down. So darling, we both know you and I can never be. I got someone at home waiting for me. Yeah. Friends with benefits, benefits. And I fall for anyone to know. Friends with benefits. Let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me. Let's remain friends with benefits. Friends with benefits. Let's keep it on the down low. Friends with benefits. And I fall for anyone.
Still representing for the Wayne Hall Show. You play the best music, you got the right flow. They got to know.
No. Ooh, friends with benefits. Let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me. Let's remain friends with benefits. Friends with benefits. Let's keep it on the down low. Friends with benefits. And I fall for anyone to know. Ooh, friends with benefits. Let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me. Let's remain friends with benefits.
That's right. I want to shout out Michelle Hanniford Hall, First Lady Michelle. I wonder what Michelle thinks about friends with benefits. Natalie Sky Voice Lawrence, big up yourself. Keith Cole, good to see you. Also want to shout out everyone else. Papa B, to all of you tuning in, man. Friends with benefits. Hey, I tell you what, I'm going to give you a little more of friends with benefits. It's funny because sometimes a friend with benefits might be a female who carries a weapon of mass destruction. Maxie Lance, do you know what I'm talking about? Friends with benefits, but they carry weapons of mass destruction like some almighty tits. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to play that one later on, no matter what. But right now, a little more of Anthony Steele, Friends with Benefits.
I know you're not the wickedest mind, my kind of star. Please remember, we can't go too far. Friends with benefits, let's keep it on the down low. Friends with benefits, can I fall for anyone to know? Ooh, friends with benefits, let us stick to what we agreed. Don't try to change it on me, let's remain friends with benefits. I know you love the vibe and so do I. When it comes to fun, yes, I'm the guy. We live in love, we surely know how to unwind. We sure know how to have a good time. But now you're telling me you're having feelings. Well, that wasn't a part of our deal. Friends with benefits, let's keep it on the down low. Friends with benefits, ain't a phone for anyone to know. Friends with benefits, let us stick to what we agreed. Don't go changing it on me, let's remain friends with benefits. Got no problem with seeing you when I can, but now you're making long-term plans. And it's not that I don't enjoy your company, I cannot give what you require of me. Why can't we remain good friends? Walk on by sometimes, pretend.
The song is out, ladies and gentlemen. You can find it on all digital platforms. It's a precursor to his upcoming album. But let me tell you, Friends with Benefits, a catchy one that we all can relate to one way or another, whether we are in denial or we accept it. Friends with Benefits, Anthony Steele. Big tune. I always like, hello, Auntie P. I always like when we can capture real life stuff, put it in song, catch a beat. You can sing along irrespective of how you feel about it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. Isn't that always a good thing? Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes, indeed. So thank you again to everyone who's tuned in to the Wayne Hall Show right now. You know, as always, we figure out how to have fun around here. Yeah, man, we figured out how to live and not, be in any problems, right? Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes.
No. Friends with benefits. Let us stick to what we agree. Don't go changing it on me. Let's remain friends with benefits. Friends with benefits.
That's right. Don't change the deal now. Don't change the deal. Don't change the deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more right here on The Wayne Hall Show, right here on all these blazing stations and everywhere you can find us on social media. We'll be right back.
Rondell Village Resort and Spa is a stunning beachfront resort located on the Grills 7 Mile Beach in Jamaica. Rondell Village offers a perfect blend of luxury and relaxation, marked by its pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear water, and lush tropical surroundings. Choose from our 1, 2, or 3 bedroom villas, each with its private jacuzzi and the option of a private chef. Enjoy our fine restaurants, beach bar, village spa, and salon. Our outdoor pools and jacuzzis are open daily. Planning a wedding, family reunion, or simply getting away? Rondell Village is the perfect destination. This exclusive family-owned beachfront resort awaits you. For reservations, call 876-957-4413 or 800-544-5979 or visit info@rondellvillage.com or their website, rondellvillage.com. See you soon at Rondell Village Resort in the Grill.
The stage is set and the DJs are coming. Sir David Radigan, Rory Stone Low, King Wagon T, Dynamic, and Joe Works. Unite for the Great Chocolate Showcase. Saturday, July 19th at the Charles Dodge City Center. Call 754-327-5443. The stage is set and the DJs are coming. Sir David Radigan, Rory Stone Low, King Wagon T, Dynamic, and Joe Works. Unite for the Great Chocolate Showcase. Saturday, July 19th at the Charles Dodge City Center. Call 754-327-5443.
Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music, meets music.
And I want to share this with you, ladies and gentlemen, because you can find countless roofing companies in the Metro Atlanta area. However, none as highly recommended as the award-winning Up Top Roofing for your residential and commercial needs. Up Top Roofing guarantees a quality experience from start to finish. Up Top Roofing has an experienced staff ready to take care of your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Up Top Roofing will assist you through areas such as the insurance process and ensuring the best product selection for your unique needs. Up Top Roofing follows through with post-installation visits to ensure your system functions correctly. Call Up Top Roofing today at 678-760-9543. That is 678-760-9543. With Up Top Roofing, you're in great hands. Hands that have been taking care of roofing, siding, and gutters in your area for over a decade. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need roofing, with the storms, with everything that's happening, maybe it's just time based on the years, you need to call Up Top Roofing at 678-760-9543. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got to shout out the sponsors. Thank you. Now, before I play the next song, I want to brag a little bit. I want to just exercise a little bragging rights because, I got me another piece of hardware this weekend. And let me see. You can't see it so well. Let me see. Maybe if I hold it here. Yeah, it's another piece of hardware. And maybe if I go that way. Oh, no, the background don't allow it. Sorry. But yeah, another piece of hardware, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I bring it close. It says, thank you for your invaluable contribution to our community. And this is courtesy of the Georgia Caribbean American Heritage Coalition. And they celebrated their 20th anniversary this past Saturday night with a gala down there at SOSIS Event Center at 6215 Sullivan Road in Atlanta, down there by Old National Highway. And I was very happy to be one of the 7 honorees this year for community service. And, I take it proudly. I claim it proudly, ladies and gentlemen, because you and your support have helped to make the Wayne Hall Show what it is. And so I'm happy to accept this on behalf of all of us, okay? All right. And thank you to the GCAHC for, recognizing that what I've done in the community, especially with them too. Ladies and gentlemen, when they called on me, I did not hesitate. I ran on down to City Hall and hosted the opening ceremony quite a few years for them, voluntarily too. So there you have it. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this song right here, I hope I keep my job after I play this one. And I'll tell you what. Ladies and gentlemen, ever so often you'll get a song on radio that make you go, But this one really did get my attention. I got a message saying the almighty tits. And it's a song from none other than the poet, the songstress / poet, Maxine Lyons, and it goes like this.
Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, these weapons of mass destruction always in pairs, sitting in front, waiting to confront. The eyes that looks on is bound to get stick. These weapons of mass distractions. The almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah.
Pull the one from top, Miss All, it'll be them too bad.
Oh yeah.
From the top, one more time.
The almighty tits,
the almighty tits.
The almighty tits.
Woo.
Oh yeah. These weapons of mass destruction is always in pairs, sitting in front, waiting to confront. The eyes that looks on is bound to get stick. These weapons of mass distractions. The almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah.
Stop it! Stop it! Calm down!
Yes, we need to calm down, brother. Did she say weapons of mass destruction? Let me listen some more.
The almighty tits. Oh yeah. These weapons of mass destruction is always in pairs, sitting in front, waiting to confront. The eyes that looks on is bound to get stick. These weapons of mass distractions. The almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah. These weapons so greatly designed, alphabetical and numeral inclined. Brazzers, as you will know, they carry a letter code. If you ever wanted to know what these letters mean, A almost moves, D barely moves, and C can complain. D means dang, D double dang, E enormous, F means fake, G gets a reduction, H help me, I'm falling and can get up. The almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah. These weapons of mass destruction, best for the newborn child. They sure do drive some men crazy and wild. There's always a race when baby's in charge. Then man gets discharged and have to stay far. The almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah, the almighty tits, the almighty tits, the almighty tits. Oh yeah. When they get old, they start to sag and drag. definitely lose their time. These weapons of distractions, your every meal. A mouthful that sometimes puts you to sleep. Respect them no matter what. They are distractions. They are distractions. And that's a fact. The Almighty Tits. The Almighty Tits.
What a shout out, Ezra out of Barbados. What's up, my Bajan brother?
The Almighty Tits. The Almighty Tits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Almighty Tits. Oh yeah. The Almighty Tits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Almighty Tits. 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 The Almighty Tits.
All right, to the nitty-gritty end, ladies and gentlemen, the Almighty Tits, brand new from none other than Maxine Lyons. Man, listen, how can you call the Almighty Tits weapons of mass destruction? They're not what did they destroy? Only if they're being used as benefits, friends with benefits. Now the Almighty Tits, Lord help me to keep my job on radio. Because these songs today, friends with benefits, now the Almighty Tits, Maxine Lyons, the lady called the boobs weapons of mass destruction. No, I'm sure if that's what they were looking for in Iraq, they would have found plenty. If that's what they were looking for in Iraq, they would have found plenty weapons of mass destruction if they were going by the Almighty Tits. Well, Maxine, you did it again with your little creative mind. I'm not going to put anything between creative and mind. I'm going to leave that to myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised you earlier that we're going to have Mr. Everton Collins join us tonight and also Mr. Errol Moore. They're going to zoom in and we're going to talk about their respective songs. One is called Street People, a video that we're going to premiere. And the other one is called Innocence by Everton Collins. So I'm going to start with Everton Collins, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going over to Zoom right now, and I see them over there. Yes, I see Errol's logged on, and I see Everton. I'm just seeing a camera there, Everton. What's up, buddy? You need to turn your camera on so we can see you, or it's okay if you want to talk and not show your face. That's okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, Brother Wayne. My camera is on, but it's not showing. But I'm doing well.
Okay. All right. So your camera is on. Well, go back to the other one. At least we see your picture.
What is on?
Go back to the other. You're good, Errol. I can hear you. You just hang on there and wait. Can you hear me, Errol?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit of a premiere going on today. We're going to start with Everton. I'll go back to Everton. I like that you keep that up. So Everton, come on now. Welcome to the show again. No stranger. Just saw you mash up the place at the Father's Day, One Love Father's Day show, performing the song we're talking about tonight. Tell us a little bit about you, man, real quick.
Brother Wayne, thank you very much. Sorry you can't see my picture. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but we'll take care of that another time, I suppose.
We will.
But it's been a while since you and I talked. Everton Collins is my name, from Jamaica, St. Catherine, Jamaica.
That's right.
Traveled around a little bit. I left Jamaica when I was 12, went to London town. After that, I went to college and came to the States. And here I am. That's as brief as I can make it.
I love it. So you're here by way of, ladies and gentlemen, he's here by way of London, straight out of St. Catherine, Jamaica. Tell us about the musical career. Where did you first begin with music, Everton?
Well, so far my musical career has been a little choppy because, you know, when you're young, people tell you that you should go for the more secure route. So I was going along my secure route while music, of course, is in my heart. And so I started music songwriting when I was in my teens. And I won't say how long ago that was. I don't want to scare people. But through the years, I developed, put my poetry writing into songwriting. And actually, while in London, I tried to record a few things, but I couldn't seem to make any breakthroughs with the producers. So when I came to the States, I was introduced to Errol Moore, the wonderful Mr. Errol Moore. And he persuaded me that indeed what I had presented to him could be recorded. So we did. We recorded a song called Secret Lover back in the day. And actually that did pretty well in London. And over the years from that time, about 87, 88, 87-ish, I've produced 2 albums and released a couple singles up to this moment when now we've got to this one, which is called Innocence. Not quite released yet, just a little. We have a few technical hitches along the way, but within a very short time, within the month, we will have Innocence up on the platform so everybody can hear it.
All right, so let's talk about Innocence, the song Innocence. What motivated this song? Tell us, what's the song about? We're about to listen to it, but give us the little preview to the song.
All right, the synopsis is that I'm at a party. I just finished performing.
Right.
And this young lady came up to me, you know, after the show is finished, people come up and talk, introduce themselves to you. And she said that she loves the music. And I thought, it's wonderful. And from one thing leads to another, you know, it seemed that she wanted to dance. So I said, well, you know, in my mind, I thought, man, I don't want to go and dance with this girl because, you know, these people can't dance, as I said in the song. And in fact, I in the song, as you'll hear, it said that she's a woman of a different race. I don't say what the race is, but in my mind at the time, I thought she wouldn't be able to dance. So I decided to take a chance and we danced, and I was very pleasantly surprised. And as life goes on, you know, I started thinking, my goodness, there could be some trouble this night because this is a wonderful experience. But I went back to my roots and said, I'm a man, I've got a secure life, a secure, you know, I've got a wife and everything. So don't be tempted. But the temptation was always there and it kept going. So that's the song. Now I say I, but it's my character. So don't judge me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the song he's talking about, it's called Innocence. And let me tell you, you are absolutely gonna love this song. It goes like this.
She came right up to me at the party. I had just finished singing a song. She said she really loves reggae music.
She said the baseline moves her along.
Innocent
was the look upon her face.
Innocent.
She was a woman from a different race.
Innocent.
I wouldn't want to be such a fool.
Innocent.
The little woman was so doggone cool. Will someone take this woman home? I just want to be alone. She would surely wreck my life, oh Lord. And I have a stable life. I said, what the heck, let me take a chance.
Take a chance, take a chance.
You know, say them people, them just can't dance.
Take a chance, take a chance.
When reggae music hit the floor, I never felt a body move so before.
Innocent
was the look upon her face.
Innocent.
She was a woman from a different race.
Innocent.
I wouldn't want to be such a fool.
Innocent.
The little woman was so doggone cool. Will someone take this woman home? I just want to be alone.
Big FM 96.7.
She would surely
Your life,
wreck
your
my
music.
life, oh
Fresh
Lord.
FM, Radio London.
And I have a stable life. She and her friends were passing through town. By early next morning they would be gone. Sweet reggae music played some more. I think this woman knew me from some time before.
Innocent
was the look upon her face.
Innocent.
She was a woman from a different race.
That's right. Innocence is what the song is called.
I wouldn't want to be such.
Innocence by Mr. Everton Collins, the man we're talking to right now. And Everton, you said the song is not quite out yet. When can we find this so we can purchase it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not out as yet, but I am anticipating certainly within the next 2 weeks, it will be out and people will be able to get it. And my social media people will broadcast it, and let people know when it's coming out and where. But when it does, you'll be able to hear it on all of your regular platforms.
That's right. All right. Well, Everton, tell us how we can find you and follow you and hear and support your music.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram, Everton_Roy_Collins. And I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook.
You're on Facebook as Everton Collins?
Yes, Everton Roy Collins. Cool.
All right, Everton Roy Collins. Thank you, sir. We're going to switch gears. We're going to head over to Mr. Errol Moore. Errol, how are you?
Great and highly favored.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You know what we say, right? We zoom in. Okay, Errol Moore, ladies and gentlemen, is a young veteran in the music business. I always like to go back to the big song Munyaka. This is a man who has toured with and backed on guitar some of the greatest artists you can mention, including some still in the game, some gone like Dennis Brown. He's played with Inner Circle. He's backed Maxi Priest. You name them, he's played with them. And he's also an original songwriter who has produced many great reggae tunes. And so his most recent album was A Long Way. that we premiered here on the Wayne Hall Show when we had a big interview in his studios. Well, Errol, you're here tonight, and we're going to focus on a song, Street People. We're going to premiere the video, but before we do that, we want to hear all about the inspiration behind Street People.
It's a little lengthy, but I will do the best I can.
No, we need the 25-cent version tonight.
All right. You know, back in the 70s.
Yes.
Living in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday was the day my friends and I would gather under my window and wash our cars.
Okay.
So this particular Saturday, I did about, washing the car, like showroom finish.
Yeah.
And I had to go into Manhattan to do some music. And just as I was driving up the Bowery, if you know Lower East Side Manhattan, right by about 3rd Avenue and the Bowery, is where there are a lot of homeless people right on that corner.
Right.
And, like I said, my car just polish and shine and armor all and everything.
Yes, I know the New York vibe, yes.
And just as I drove up on the Bowery and stopped at the light, and I was listening to WLIB radio at that time. And, brother, I got a little image of somebody by my window. And as I turned my head, I saw somebody spitting on my car.
What?
Yes, a man just walked up to the car and just one big load, right on the car. And then I couldn't move yet. I was just flabbergasted for a minute. But he went in his pocket and took out a rag and started to wipe the car. So I lost it for a moment, I jumped out of the car and started to chase him. Figure I'll just kick him up for a little while. But just as I chased him and he ran, I noticed there might have been about 15 more people like him on the intersection. So I think my grandmother just spiritually came to me and said, leave the man alone. And I stopped. Then I realized it was a whole group of homeless people standing there. And I stopped, composed myself, and went back in my car and drove off. And ever since that happened to me, every time I'm in Manhattan, I would normally drive by just to see what I see. So I went home and wrote the song. And, that's where that song came from, original. And I went to rehearsal with Moniaka, and we built that song. And we got signed to A&M Records. That was the lead song for the deal. And after I started my solo career, I wanted to recut that song. So I just recut it and re-release it. And that's technically the gist of it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the song we're talking about is Street People. You heard the story behind the song. We're going to play a video for this song. But what I want to remind you of, Errol, is you might not see the video unless you're looking at another device. So just hang tight while the audience enjoy this video. Ladies and gentlemen, Errol Moore, Street People.
With nothing to eat, search to find their food in the garbage heaps. Yeah, out on rich exotic folks spreading money around. There are people sinking slowly, clutching for straws. To pull themselves from under life-threatening waters. Say it ain't easy on ya. It ain't easy. It's rough, ya. It ain't easy for people in the streets to live. It ain't easy on ya. It ain't easy. It's rough, ya. It ain't easy for people in the streets to live. Survival of the key, so make we do it. Yo, sir, what if a man out there try to cheat? The shark cut away then you for reach. And every day you get up, man, it's like you want trying out. And every man you meet says it's like a your rival. Careful how you walk, you'll end up in the hospital. You're smiling at your face and they stab you in your back. I said the streets so rough.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There goes the video of Street People. So, Errol, if we
Yes,
want to
sir.
watch this, where do we go, man? Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. Just look up Street People, Errol Moore.
Yes, YouTube, Street People.
Talk to us about following you. Where do we go? It's still Island Groove Music?
It's if it's Facebook, it's Errol Moore Music.
Okay. Errol Moore Music on Facebook.
And if it's YouTube, then it's Errol Moore Music.
Okay.
And if it's Instagram, then it's Island Groove Music.
But on Instagram, it's Island Groove, GRUVE. We have to let them know, because, they'll probably listen to me. See, I already am in trouble for saying the almighty tits are weapons of mass destruction. They're weapons of mass distraction. So I stand corrected, Maxine Lyons.
No, man. The almighty tits.
Yes, sir. A song I just played. They're
All I
weapons
would
of
say-
mass distraction.
All I would say is bang diddly dee.
But anyway, we're talking about Errol Moore Music right now. I know you'd like that. And Errol always giving us some great vibe.
Respect.
In lieu of time, we have to wrap up. But is there anything else real quick you want to show the audience before you go?
Oh, yes. I'm working on several things right now.
Yes.
And getting ready to, put some stuff in the market.
Awesome.
And there are a couple of shows coming up that I have to, produce. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks to do some things.
Great.
And then in the meantime, trying to put a band together for Errol Moore to come up and start to work again.
There you go. We look forward to that, man. We'll wait with bated breath to see Errol Moore back on stage with the Errol Moore Band.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Respect,
Mr.
respect.
Everton Collins, anything you want to say in parting, sir?
Brother
Such big
Wayne, thank you
sorrows.
very much. Thank you very much.
You
I
are welcome.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the other day. The show at the Father's Day show is beautiful. I am very closely allied with Brother Errol Moore, who produced that piece that we heard earlier, and we have other works in store for you. So
Sounding great.
Errol is going to be he is a very busy man, and I am one of the projects that makes him busy. So, yes.
Okay. All right.
Might-
Well, guess what,
we might
gentlemen?
have to put Wayne in the studio, record Wayne with the Titi song.
No. We already have enough songs about tits. That's good. Errol, thank you. Everton, thank you. Have a great rest of the evening. It's always a pleasure vibing with you guys, man.
Respect,
You
man.
too, my
Respect
friend.
Wave. Just
Take
love
care.
and respect.
All right. Good night.
Yeah.
Rondell Village Resort and Spa is a
Sir David Radigan, Rory Stone Low, King Wagon T, Dynamic, and Jower. Unite for the Break Jogging Showcase, Saturday, July 19th, at the Charles Dodge City Center. Call 754-327-5443. The stage is set and the DJs are coming. Sir David Radigan, Rory Stone Low, King Wagon T, Dynamic, and Jower. Unite for the Break Jogging Showcase, Saturday, July 19th, at the Charles Dodge City Center. Call 754-327-5443.
Introducing E&W Shipping for all your shipping needs to Jamaica from Atlanta. E&W Shipping is conveniently located at 5002 North Royal Atlanta Drive, Suite L in Tucker, Georgia. They are known as the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on, people you can trust, picking up your shipment, and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at www.enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for tuning in to the Wayne Hall Show this evening. Shout out to everyone on Linkage Radio, 101.75 New York, Hype FM, Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, Reggae Vibes Radio, Yard Flow TV. We want to say a big shout out to everyone on EnergyRadio1.com. For those listening on YouTubesRadio.com, a big shout out to everyone on Fresh FM Radio London. Big shout out to everyone on Fit FM 96.7, Trelawny's Radio, Your Life, Your Music. Also to everyone watching us on social media, Twitch, YouTube, Restream, TikTok, and those of us on Facebook, and if you're listening on the WayneHallShow.com. Up next, we're going to talk to Dr. Jermaine Gordon. And ladies and gentlemen, in lieu of time, I'm going to just go on over to Zoomland and bring Dr. Jermaine Gordon and his team on. There we have them. Let me do something real quick. Let me jump over here and close that. Yep, let me close that. Good evening and welcome.
Hey, Wayne, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Pandemonium, I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness. It's been a great evening so far.
Yes.
We are enjoying this Wednesday evening, this blessing of a Wednesday evening on the Wayne Hall Show. And it's good to have you as a guest. I just want to share, let me share a little bit. Let me see here. Dr. Jermaine Gordon, ladies and gentlemen, is a visionary thought leader, singer, songwriter, and the creator of a groundbreaking mind hygiene movement, a life-changing framework for mental, spiritual, and societal renewal. With a passion for national transformation, Dr. Gordon combines music, faith, education, and creative innovation to address the issues affecting families, communities, and future generations. He's the architect of the 10-35-50 Empowering Conversations Experience, a bold initiative designed to inspire and equip individuals across all walks of life to engage in purpose-filled dialogue centered around four critical pillars: financial substance, communication, support and encouragement, and mind hygiene. This upcoming event is set for July 12th in Atlanta and brings together storytellers, creatives, educators, and thought leaders to spark real change. He's a former junior manager turned creative catalyst. Dr. Gordon's work spans books, music, life coaching, and national youth programs, whether serenading audiences with inspirational ballads or building games and journals to teach financial literacy. Dr. Gordon is on a mission to heal minds, ignite vision, and empower people with clarity, creativity, and conviction. Let's see. I think that's it in a nutshell. I'm sure you'll learn more and figure out a whole lot more about him. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. So, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, quite a mouthful there. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you to all the viewers and listeners. Welcome again.
Yes, sir. So, mention that through you combine music, faith, education, and creative innovation. Let's start with the music. What do you have to tell us that might not know?
I know a little music, Wayne.
Yes.
I started at age 2 when I was in the backyard, barefoot boy, sitting down on playing the Milo tin and singing, God is not dead. He's alive. God is not dead. I don't know if you remember that song.
Oh, yes.
but that was a big tune when we were growing up. And my audience then was mainly ackee trees, mango trees, dogs, and goats. Yeah, and chicken. I must not forget the chicken. Those chicken that would roam the yard.
Right.
Those were my early audience. Long before I had a human audience, I had the cats, the dogs, the trees, and then the Lord saw it fit to elevate that kind of faithfulness.
That's right. And you have transcended and taken all that early singing. And we know of at least one big hit song, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to name it so. You Are God. Is that the correct title?
Yes, holy and righteous.
You Are God. And those of you who follow gospel will be very familiar with that song. Unfortunately, I had a little problem ripping the song. And so, let me see here if I can pull it off another way, ladies and gentlemen. But that right now, I'm not going to worry about. I'm not going to worry about that because there's so much more to get into tonight. And I see you have a team with you. So,
I thought you were going to say that I'm not going to worry about because who need the video when the man is here?
Exactly. You can sing right now. Yeah. You could sing it for us. Right?
I know, right?
Yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you look up Dr. Jermaine Gordon, the famous You Are God song. He's going to give us at least a verse before he leaves tonight. I promise you. Now, let's talk about your initiative. And while we're on that, let me come over here. And I'm going to try to bring up the flyer while we're on this side of the screen here. So let's talk about your initiative, the empowerment series there, event coming up on the 12th.
About 10 years ago,
yes,
a little boy by the name of Nicholas Francis boarded a bus for the very first time in Kingston, Jamaica.
Yes.
And he had a cell phone, one of those bangers we call it. It can't go on the internet. Just text and calls. And little Nicholas Francis, 14 years old, went on that bus and a robber approached him, demanding his cell phone. He refused. Being in that situation for the very first time, he refused. The robber boxed the child across the cheek. He had a knife in his hand, so he stabbed the child in the arm. He wrestled with the child from the very back of the bus to the front and then shoved the little child off the moving bus. All this happened, Wayne, while an audience, a group of people stood there, watched, and did nothing. By the time the driver got wind of what was happening to the child, saw him on the road right there, Oak Road, Kingston, Jamaica, rushed him off to the university hospital. It was too late. I was told that when the hospital ward heard the trauma the child went through, there was not a dry eye on the ward. I heard the story, and the story broke me in so many places. I was broken in so many places. I remember saying to my manager at the time, I resigned. I sent in my resignation, and she asked me, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to fix it." Jamaica was mad. They were walking in the streets. They were wearing black. They were demanding that the government make some fundamental changes. But I know enough about our people that we're 9-day wonders. And as soon as the 9th day has passed, we forget what we're really about. But for me, it's more than 9 days. It's more than 9 years. It's 10 years. And so that is what the first 10 in the event that we're having on July 12 represent. 10 years of going around, speaking to young people using music, using storytelling, using art, being creative about it. Someone from one of our media houses in Kingston described it as 3D storytelling because it pulls you in and it lets you out, it makes you laugh, and then you feel the tears coming down your face as you listen to the story of the tiny green frog or any of the other stories that I share. And so the 10, 35, 50 is happening in Atlanta on July 12th for the very first time. We're pausing just to celebrate 10 years of impact, 10 years of reaching in the communities, the children's home, the schools. Thousands upon thousands of children have been impacted by it, parents, teachers. Yeah.
Awesome. That is great. And so the 10, 35, 50 empowering conversations, that's how we establish the 10. Okay, great. I'm sure the audience appreciates that as much as I do. Now, what's the 35?
All right. So 10 years of outreach, now
Yes.
35 years of music. What kind of music? Worship music, inspirational music, music for devotion, music for prayer, music for studying. For those who are studying, music to enhance mental focus. Sometimes we go into the schools and you might have a child who is having a difficulty focusing, and we use music therapy. We have music to enhance the quality of your sleep. We have lullabies, and so I have Wayne. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
I have over 6 hours of listening music online.
That's a lot. That's a day's work.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
So the 35 represents 35 years of doing music.
That is awesome. So 10 years of outreach into the community inspired by a young man's death, and 35 years of music through sheer talent and from singing to the rocks and trees as a little fellow and emerging into the singer of a big gospel hit. And then we have the number 50.
Oh, the big 50. Oh, you want me to tell you what the 50 represents? Okay. The 50 is my...
I know you don't look 50, so it's not your age. You look like you're not 50
the
yet,
50
so.
the 50 is for 50,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Nah, that's not what it is.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I'm the 8th child of my parents. Yeah, 5 boys, 4 girls. And tomorrow, at midnight tonight, rather, I turn 50.
Oh, okay. There we go. Happy birthday! Happy early birthday, Dr. Gordon. Let me be the first to say happy birthday. All right, so the man turns 50 in a little bit. We're going to ask just one little issue with that. We will ask to see your birth certificate to make sure you're quite 50, because your looks don't suggest that. But we are happy to hear the breakdown, man. So 10, 35, 50, ladies and gentlemen.
And then empowering conversations.
Absolutely. We want to hear how all that bonds into empowering conversations, which ultimately will create that experience you're delivering on the 12th. So let's hear it. How does that all come into, how does 10, 35, 50 for what they stand for translate into empowering conversations?
So part of what we have been doing in the schools, in the children's home, when we go into a girl's home, a boy's home, is that we have conversations. though it is done with singing and a little storytelling. So it's like a nice stew peas pot. You know, you have your spinners and you have your peas, and if you do pig's tail, everything is just coming together. And when you taste it, it's so delightful to the taste bud. And so empowering conversations, it's music, it's dance, it's the children running, it's the children shouting, it's me sharing about financial wisdom, and I'm teaching them the 5 main uses of money: spend, invest, give, receive, and which one did I forget? Save. And in that conversation, I'm teaching them about forgiveness. I'm teaching them about the little boy who took his father's inheritance and he went and he squandered it. In this, I'm talking about the tiny green frog and the need to shut out the negative voices. So it's empowering conversations that is it's hitting a few areas in our lives. Communication, it's hitting finances, it is hitting the way we speak to one another, it is hitting the way what we think of each other. It is hitting the fact that we don't like to see others prosper, something inside of our bellies stir or make us fearful of the success of others. So I'm hitting this in the nation. I'm hitting the fact that one mother says to her little boy, 7 years old, when he came home and said, "Mommy, Johnny," his name is Johnny, he said, "Mommy, my friend Matthew scored 100% in his math exam." And Mommy says, "What? Don't come here and tell me that. Why couldn't you get 100% in your exam?" And so as early as 7 years old, little Johnny realized, wait a minute, I must not celebrate the success of others. And so look at it now, Wayne. This is why our people have become like this. So this is a type of conversation we're having, where we're talking about letting it go, letting go the bitterness, letting go the anger. You know, that kind of stuff is what the conversation is really all about. Real hardcore conversation, using music, using art and various other tools that we have.
So I do have your talking points here. Dream a better dream.
Yes.
An unselfish dream. You just talked about that lifts someone else. You can celebrate someone else while working on you, right?
Yes.
But let me tell you, we all don't do very well celebrating each other. You hear me?
I know.
Some of us really do struggle. So I appreciate that, because anything you can share on that day that will help us, especially our younger ones, as we grow, realize it's okay to celebrate the next person. So Wayne passes an exam, you can celebrate Wayne. It's okay. When you celebrate, when you pass your stuff, whatever you're doing, Wayne will celebrate you too. And so it's okay. Love your neighbor as yourself. They kind of correlate. The oldest commandment, the newest revolution. I like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You have here, forgive, release the weight, reclaim your power. Shed some light on that for us.
So we over the years, over the 10 years, we've developed what we call the fist of forgiveness.
Yes.
And so I'm into the schools and I'm talking about how the boys went and squandered all of his father's money. And when he came to his senses, he was about to have some pig food for dinner one day, and he came to his senses and he says, "Wait a minute, but my father is a very good man, and I can go back to him." And when he was on his way back home, his father saw him from afar off. And his father ran and hugged him and kissed him, put a ring on his finger, put a coat over his back, and put on a celebration party. And I emphasize the fact that the father forgave him. The father forgave him. And when I teach the children, I says, what does forgiveness mean? Let it go. And I would say to them, hold a fist, hold a fist. And if you're watching the Wayne Hall show, may I engage you to just hold a fist right where you are. And I want you to squeeze it. Squeeze it until it begins to hurt you, until you begin to feel the pain. And I will say to them, yes, squeeze it. Is it hurting you? And they will say, ah. And I say, yeah, that is the pain of bitterness. That is the pain of carrying someone in your heart for days and weeks, that you hunt them down in broad daylight in the middle of the street and you gun them down. And they say, ah. I say, hey, keep it. And then I say, after 3, we're going to let it go. 1, 2, 3. And they go like this. And I said, that is the relief when you let it go. I say, unforgiveness is like drinking poison and hoping the next person will die.
Wow. And then we have light, shine, lead, illuminate.
Oh, yeah.
Win, which is, tell us about WIN, because it's actually an acronym, right? Write it now.
That's right.
WIN. Write it now.
Right. So part of what we have been doing is journaling. We're very big on journaling. So we would give gifts like journals to the girls, the boys. We give them coloring material. We give them reading material. And so the win concept is, and I talked about this in my second journal, my second volume, Pour Out in Me Prior Journal. If you were to go Google it online, you'd see Pour Out in Me Prior Journal. And in that journal, we talk about the need to capture that idea, that hunch, that thought, that inspiration, just as it is coming. There's a wind, WIND, that blows and carries it to you. If you are not diligent, if you don't pay attention, then you miss that inspiration. It could be a new song, it could be a new poem, it could be an innovative idea, it could be an invention. And so we encourage persons to write it now, not write it down, but write it when? Now.
Like that. And then genius, there's brilliance in you, let it out.
Oh yeah,
Goes without saying.
that's a big one. That is a big one because we lead the children to pray. In fact, that's our final prayer we pray everywhere we go. We ask them to lift their hands and at the top of their lungs, they're screaming, Father, today, let the genius in me come alive.
Amen. And then money sense. You had mentioned that earlier too,
Yes, where we talk about
we don't
the five
just
gifts.
earn.
Yes, that's it. With the five main uses of money: save, spend, give, receive, and invest.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. Powerful stuff. Let me bring back the flyer on the screen. There it is. It's the 10-35-50 Empowering Conversations Experience, July 12th, Atlanta, Georgia. And it's from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It's at 8010 Rockbridge Road, Southwest Lithonia. And for those of you who know, it's straight down 124, right there by the package. There's a package store, and then behind there's a strip mall. It's there's an event hall over there, the Rockbridge. I'm sorry, it's the 8010 Rockbridge Road. What's it called? I thought
it's called Front Page.
Front Page.
Front Page
Event Center. That's what I was looking for. I'm not seeing it though. Front Page Event Center, ladies and gentlemen. So that's where it's going to take place, at the Front Page Event Center. You're invited to be part of a movement of transformation, empowerment, and celebration. All right. Now, there's
Wayne, we must not forget to tell them that it's a brunch.
Right.
Because we're serving American and we're serving Jamaican brunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the cost and where do we get the tickets?
The persons can RSVP by texting, WhatsApping, and calling 347-679-1764. Again, 347-679-1764. And if they were to Google the words or YouTube the words 10-35-50 Empowering Conversation, they'll see all the information there as well for them to register. We ask for a contribution of $95 to support our outreach continuously.
Awesome. Now, anything else you want to add?
Well, I just want to be grateful for this moment, because it's people like you and programs like this that bring life and light and truths to people that they spend the rest of their life living better quality lives. And here's something that is very key for me now, moving into another birthday. My most important lesson in 2023 was 4 words. And this is what we emphasize on when we talk about empowering conversation. Sometimes it's just 4 words, Wayne. It's not a long sentence. And these 4 words changed my life. They are: rest before you're tired. Rest before you're tired. And I'm like, oh my God, nobody taught us that. They told us that when you're tired, rest. But when you're tired, you can't rest. I know so many doctors, so many police officers that when they get in at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, they're twisting and turning in the bed. They can't rest. And so God has already given us a template. Rest before you're tired. And this is what we like to do. We like to zoom in on the quality, the potent, profound words that change and impact lives.
And I'm just grinning ear to ear because when I do shows, I host events quite often, carnivals, jerk fests, reggae shows. And a lot of times we're in the sun, and I always say to the audience, please drink before you're thirsty. Because when you're thirsty, it might be too late. So stay hydrated. I like that. It ties right in. Rest before you're tired. Drink before you're thirsty. Lethal. I love it. Well, thank you so much, sir, for all you're doing. Good luck with the event on the 12th at Front Page Event Center, 8010 Rockbridge Road. And I'm going to hold you to even the chorus of You Are God, since I can't find the video right now.
Oh my gosh. Somebody can pull it up for us, please. Pull up the tune.
No. We have you. You may see. I wrote it then. You said you're here. Take a drink of water. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing live on the Wayne Hall Show for the first time, Mr. Dr. Jermaine Gordon giving us a snippet of You Are God. Take it away.
You are God. Yeah. You're holy and righteous. You are God. You are God. Somebody lift your voice and sing with me. You are God. You're holy, holy and righteous. You are God. You are God.
All right. Yay! Dr. Jermaine Gordon, ladies and gentlemen, we've been blessed to have him perform this live for us right here on the Wayne Hall Show. And so we want to say thank you, sir. We appreciate you and all you're doing. And you know what? We will continue to highlight this until it's July 12th. It's not that far away.
Yes.
But hey, we still have some time to get the word out. 10-35-50, empowerment. Let me put it up. Empowering Conversations Experience. July 12th, Lithonia, Front Page Event Center, 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Thank you, Dr. Gordon. All the best.
Blessings.
All right. You take care. Introducing E&W Shipping for all your shipping needs to Jamaica from Atlanta. E&W Shipping is conveniently located at 5002 North Royal Atlanta Drive, Suite L in Tucker, Georgia. They are known as the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on, people you can trust, picking up your shipment, and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at www.enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs.
The stage is set and the DJs are coming. Sir David Radigan, Rory Stone Low, King Wagon T, Dynamic, and Jower. Unite for the Great Juggling Showcase. Saturday, July 19th at the Charles Dodge City Center. Call 754-327-5443.
And I tell you, I'm looking forward to that juggling showcase, boy. It's gonna be, lit, like they say. Once again, good evening and welcome to everyone. I see we got Miss Janice O'Shea. Janice O'Shea, 347-679-1764 for brunch tickets or register online. Quotes from guest and host. Rest before you're tired. Drink before you're thirsty. That's right, Janice. All right, the Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition. Big ups to Dr. Jermaine Gordon. All right, and that was really good on the spot, a cappella, Dr. Gordon. What better way than to have him sing it, right? Okay. Yes, Maxine Lyons loves the rest before you're tired. And Janice O'Shea, again, everyone see you on July 12th to join Empowering Conversations. Write it now and be there. Singer Iris says, so true. All right. Shout out to Tracy. And everyone checking out the Wayne Hall Show on there. And then we got so many of our guests chilling in over there in TikTok. So thank you for those on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you for everyone tuning in everywhere, all the radio stations as well. It's just a blessing to have you. Now, what I'm going to do real quick, I want to say happy early birthday to Auntie P. Auntie P, already told me the birthday is coming up. When it comes, happy birthday if it happened already. Happy belated. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to jump on some flyers and just highlight a few events. And then I want to close out with the jump out big new rhythm called the Free Society Rhythm tonight. But before we do that, let's look at what's happening in our neck of the woods. I have to remind you that there are countless companies that you can, you know what? You can find countless roofing companies in the Metro Atlanta area. However, none has highly recommended as the award-winning Uptop Roofing for your residential and commercial needs. Uptop Roofing guarantees a quality experience from start to finish. Uptop Roofing has an experienced staff ready to take care of your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Uptop Roofing will assist you through areas such as the insurance process and ensuring the best product selection. Yes, you want to make sure you got the best shingles for your roof or the best gutters for your house, right? And from they ensure the best product selection for your unique needs. Uptop Roofing follows through with post-installation visits to ensure your system is functioning correctly. You need to call Uptop Roofing today at 678-760-9543. That is 678-760-9543 so that Uptop Roofing can have you in their great hands, hands that have been taking care of roofing, siding, and gutters for over a decade. Call them now, 678-760-9543, Uptop Roofing. Elevation as their event every Thursday, all right, with a live DJ, 8 p.m. until 12 a.m. And in the building is You Choose His Own, DJ VJ Smiles. They're at 1180 Sigmund Road, Northeast Conyers. All righty, Celebration Saturdays is going to happen July 26th inside of Kingston 30. We're going to celebrate our July birthdays. Thank you to everyone who came out last Saturday night. It was fun inside Kingston 30. It's getting out there. We need to keep it going, okay? Share the love. Share the love. We also have fish fry every second Friday inside Kingston 30. You can get a whole snapper, filet snapper, stuffed roast snapper, or honey jerk salmon. Choice of one of the following sides: bami, festival, rice and peas, or white rice. So check out Fish Fry Fridays every second Friday inside Kingston 30. Jamaican Restaurant, 455 Grayson Highway, Lawrenceville. House of Miracles is back with their back-to-school fair on Saturday, July 19th, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It features back-to-school supply giveaway, blood pressure screening, sports physicals for back-to-school, and there's free food and drinks. It's all happening at 1035 Meredith Park Drive in McDonough, Georgia. The Wayne Hall Show will be broadcasting live like we've done for the last 3 years. Thanks to sponsors like Victoria Mutual, Genex, and State Farm, and more. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, lock in this date, Saturday, July 19th, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., The Wayne Hall Show live from House of Miracles Apostolic Outreach down there in McDonough, Georgia, with their back-to-school event, a great event. Another event happening in July, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition. First place gets $8,000, second place $4,000, third place $1,000. The finals is on July 26th at 6 p.m. That's July 26th at 6 p.m. and it's at the Shiloh High School, 4210 Shiloh Road in Snellville, Georgia. For more information on this, go to jiifsc.com. We have the AJA having their cultural extravaganza, celebrating Jamaica's independence, celebrating Jamaica Emancipation Day, Friday, August 1st, 6 p.m. It's happening at the Star Community United Methodist Church, formerly St. Timothy, at 5365 Memorial Drive, Stone Mountain. It features DJ Flavor. There'll be lots of music, songs, skits, poetry, comedy, fashion show, and it will be hosted by the Wayne Hall Show's Janice and yours truly, Wayne Hall. Not saying Insane Wayne, no. All right. Then, a week later, we have the Atlanta Jamaican Association, Inc., collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, presenting the Atlanta Jamaican Annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, a celebration of excellent style and the pulse of Jamaica. It's August 9th, 6 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis, 265 Peachtree Center Avenue, at Northeast Atlanta. Keynote speaker, Stephen Golding, a professor of Garveyism and social activist Mike, MC, and comedian Will Hart. The SWAT band will be the band on the stand. Mikey Sparkle with DJ Cold Rice will be on the Wheels of Steel. Early bird tickets available, $135 or table of 10 for $1,250 until July 5th. For more, it's 404-777-9593. All right. Moving right along, we have some other events to tell you. Save the dates. We have the D. Terrence Foster Foundation, Inc. annual golf tournament. That's coming up August 23rd at the Browns Mill Golf Course at 480 Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Hole in one, $15,000. That sounds good. Sure. Contact Terrence at 678-237-1080. That's 678-237-1080. Calabar Founders Day takes place on their 13th Founders Day and dinner and dance at the Roswell River Landing, 245 Azalea Drive, Roswell, Georgia, 30075. Tickets are $100, and it's on Saturday, September 6, 2025 at 6 p.m. Gourmet Buffet by Roaming Chef. Music by DJ Leo. Guest speaker, Miss Sian Wilson, principal of Calabar High School. I hope I got that right. Miss Sian Wilson, and she's the principal of Calabar High School. And for more information, you can call 678-964-4783. I'm always intrigued when we have guest speakers from Jamaica here in the U.S. So that's going to be an interesting speech right there. All right. And then we're going to wrap up with a couple, a little further out. The Mikey Sparkle production presents their Litonia Family Fun Day. And it says, bring your own coolers. It's Sunday, September 7th, a new date. Gates open at 12 p.m. And we'll have a lot of time to go into more details on this one for you. Also, this one, save the date. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester High School Alumni Atlanta Chapter presents their Timeless Sunday, an oldies dance party, DJ Extreme, on a Sunday, September 21, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at Lucky Shoals Park Community Center, 4651 Britt Road in Norcross. Contribution $50 per person, includes a meal served until 5 p.m. Tickets, donations, givebutter.com. All right? And you can also Zelle. And there's the QR code. You can scan that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for all that's happening in your neck of the woods. Let me bring this back over. I hope. Did I lose all that? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What happened? Darn it. What just happened? Okay. All right. So, okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And I want to go over to the Free Society Rhythm. Yes. Yes, indeed. I want to jump on the Free Society Rhythm. And we're going to play. It's a brand new rhythm, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Sutherlands. Jump Out Production. Yes, man. Gary Sutherland. All right. And we will go from there, okay? But we're going to kick it off with this one. China Nicole is on it. You know, I love my songbird sister. And it goes like this. Free Society. And check it out.
obsessed, obsessed. I don't need no extras, extras. Talk to me with them questions. Honey, roll with the bless. You never know, some you are versatile. You never know, some you get enough style. You never know, some me a disciplined child. I read my Bible. The wicked them try to attack me. They just stumble and fall. Try to use psychology. I'm 2 steps ahead of them. This is not monopoly. It's a free society. Believe in yourself to succeed. All these people obsessed, obsessed. I don't need no extras, extras. Talk to me with them questions. Honey, roll with the bless. You never know, some you are versatile. You never know, some you get enough style. You never know, some you a disciplined child. I read my Bible. Jah shall deliver me from evil. Thou shalt not forsake me, 'cause I'm a winner. Blessings fall upon me every minute of the day, every day infinity. All these people obsessed. I don't need no extras, extra. Target me with them questions. Money roll with the blessing. All these people obsessed. I don't need no extras, extras. Target me with them questions. Honey roll with the blessing. Over again. They try to lock me out. My job won't let me down. No. Over again. They try to lock me out. My job won't let me down. 'Cause it's a free society. No need for hate, no grudge. 'Cause everyone can share this reality. It's a free society. Free society. No need for hate, no grudge. 'Cause everyone can share this reality. All these people obsessed. I don't need no extras. Talk to me with them questions. Honey roll with the blessing. You never know, some you are versatile. You never know, some you get enough style. You never know, some you a disciplined child.
That's right. It's the title of the rhythm. It's called the Free Society Rhythm. China Nicole with the title song of the rhythm and her song Free Society. Always want to put a buzz of consciousness, China Nicole. All right. On the same rhythm, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm blessed.
Ian Sweetness.
Give thanks to the Creator.
Ian Sweetness. Free Society Rhythm. I am blessed.
Feeling alive. The sun is shining bright, and my heart continues to strive. Thinking about my blessings, I started to smile. I'm grateful for this life, and I'm feeling worthwhile. I'm blessed, walking in here. I'm blessed, joy beyond compare. I'm blessed, my cup is overflowing, and my heart is glowing. I'm blessed, walking in here. I'm blessed, joy beyond compare. I'm blessed, my cup is overflowing, and my heart is glowing. I'm blessed with family, friends and loved ones near. Blessed with opportunities and hopes and dreams that clear. I'm blessed with laughter and memories that last. I'm blessed with life, all this joy that will forever last. I'm blessed, walking in here. I'm blessed, joy beyond compare. I'm blessed, my cup is overflowing, and my heart is glowing.
Radio London.
Walking in here, I'm blessed, joy beyond compare. I'm blessed, my cup is overflowing, and my heart is glowing.
That's right. Harry and Froy.
I'm feeling irate. I'm feeling great.
Yes, feeling irate. Free Society Rhythm, Jabari and Froy.
Let's celebrate. Celebrate now. Celebrate love. Celebrate life. Feeling good. Feel alright. No negativity, just positive vibe. Yeah. Nah, make nothing stress me. What's the be will be. Life is a journey. Happiness starts with me. Blessings my counting, blessings my counting, blessings my counting down. I keep on rising, I keep on rising. I gotta rise somehow. I'm feeling irate. I'm feeling great. Feeling great now. I'm in a good mood. Let's celebrate. Celebrate now. Celebrate love. Celebrate life. Feeling good. Feel alright. No negativity, just positive vibe. Days gone by, reminiscing of tears I cry. And a little try, man, try. Still never give up, hold my head up high. Blessings my counting, blessings my counting, blessings my counting now. Life and time, what a great thing. Faith move mountain, thanks I'm giving now. I'm feeling irate.
It's a vibe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jump Out Productions, Free Society Rhythm.
I'm in a good mood. Time to celebrate. Celebrate now. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta make my move. I gotta make my move.
Mikey Melody. Eyes on you.
My eyes on you. Baby, it's my eyes on you. My eyes on you.
Yeah, man.
Baby, it's my eyes is on you. I've got to make my move before you leave the floor. Dancing alone seems like you're single. Do you wanna mingle? I like the way you move, rocking to the groove. Can I dance with you before you leave? So my eyes on you, baby, it's my eyes is on you. My eyes on you, baby, it's my eyes.
That's right. It's the sound of Mikey Melody. My eyes on you. The Free Society Rhythm. Jump Out Production. Hearing for the first time on the Wayne Hall Show.
Are you here with someone, or are you here alone?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good time to remind you to live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if you're digging a hole. Always look around for something great and praise it, encourage it, and be grateful. Thank you for your love, support, encouragement, and for being a listener and viewer of the Wayne Hall Show. We'll be back next week with another great lineup for you. Until then, Wayne Hall saying, see ya, and I got my eyes on you.
My eyes is on you. Girl, you're looking fine. Can you be mine? I would like to take it a little